I got a brand new car, I got a jazz guitar.
What is up, guys? Toshike here, bringing you my manga collection video. This is gonna be a year on YouTube, and this is gonna be my whole first year of collecting manga. Now that I do look back on it, this is a lot of manga for 1 year. So I kind of want to make this video special because you guys have been with me for a year now, and I've been uploading consistently, and it's been a lot of fun, guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and try to make this video good. I think I might just split it up into separate parts because I want to go more in depth, because I really like when people get in depth with these videos and tell you a little bit more about the series, maybe series that people don't know much about. So yeah, let me stop talking and go over here. Sorry if the tripod looks a little weird, but it doesn't usually go this high. So to start off over here, hopefully you guys can see my hand. I'm not even pointing at it. I have 12 Beasts, the first 2 volumes. Don't really like the series. The story is subpar, not very relevant at all. It's pretty much just fan service, guys. Let me take out the, if you can see that right there. Yeah, that's a little too much for me. The first volume had a lot of fan service as it was, and the second volume just destroyed it with fan service and too much ecchi and not enough story and not enough character progression for me, so I went ahead and dropped it. Maybe I'll pick it up if it becomes like a guilty pleasure, or if, I don't know, maybe the character is redeeming in a sense. 20th Century Boys by Oki Urasawa. There we go. I always have a hard time pronouncing his name. I love Monster. I need to give this a read. I haven't read it because I know if I do read it now, I'm going to want to buy the rest and binge it, and currently I don't have the funds to buy like 24 volumes of manga, so it's there until I get into the series. Monster and Naoki Urasawa, all his other works are just beautiful, so I recommend checking it out. We have a certain scientific accelerator. I'm not into the whole a certain series, and I actually really like this one, and I recommend checking it out. The main protagonist is very interesting and very badass. A Silent Voice 1 to 4. If you haven't seen my top 5 manga of 2015, this was number 1. Amazing, beautiful, touching, heartwarming, great. I recommend checking it out if you're a fan of romance, a fan of feels, just a fan of a really good story and very good character progression. I recommend checking it out. But if you don't want to cry or don't want to get your feelings hurt, don't check it out. We have Air Gear Volume 1. This is like my original guilty pleasure. I freaking love Air Gear. I love the premise of Air Gear. I love the art of Air Gear. Just don't like what happened to Air Gear. It just took everything that I liked about it and just threw it off a cliff. It decided to become Dragon Ball Z at the end. It decided to have all these power-ups. It decided to be a battle manga when it should have been a sports manga. Yeah. There were some points where it was really cool, and then other points where it was like, this isn't what I want. But I do plan on collecting the rest in these omnibus formats just because it's relatively cheap. It's not very good paper quality, but I just really want to have this in my collection. And then we have a Akame wa Kill 1 to 4 right there. This is current. Okay, I'll just go ahead and tell you guys. That's current. That's current. Everything's current. Not everything. You guys know what's not current. Sorry about that. But I'm mostly caught up with a lot of the series that are being released right now. Just there are series like obviously Attack on Titan that I'm not caught up with. But Akame wa Kill 1 to 4, very underrated. A lot of people hated on it because of the anime, but the anime isn't definite. This continues, goes further, and doesn't actually follow the anime ending. Well, I believe not, because a lot of things have differed, and this is still ongoing. We don't know how it's going to end. Hopefully it doesn't end like the anime ended, but it's pretty good. The characters do get killed off a little too rapidly for my own liking, but it was good. The action was really good, and the characters are really lovable. We have Attack on Titan 1 to 8. This is all of the anime right there. You guys already know about the Attack on Titan. I don't really need to talk about that. I don't like it as much as a lot of people do, so I just don't really want to talk about it because I don't want to get flamed. I don't want to get beat up for not liking Attack on Titan, but hey, it's good. Assassination Classroom 1 to 7. Assassination Classroom caught me off guard. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do, and now it's become one of my favorites. It's so fun, and now it's becoming a little bit more serious, and you kind of see the plot actually becoming coming into fruition. Before I thought it was just kind of like slapstick put together. Now it's like, hey, there's actually a story and stuff's gonna happen. So it's really fun. I recommend checking it out. Then we have Astro Boy, like my only Tezuka work. I picked it up really cheap. I haven't read it. Maybe I'll pick up more. I know Astro Boy is really good, so I want to pick it up. And then I have Basilisk again. I picked it up for dirt cheap, and I actually really did. I sort of like the anime. I like the fighting, so maybe I'll pick up the rest. It's just out of print, so it's kind of expensive. And we have Battle Royale 1 to 3, and then 7 to 10. I need to pick up more Battle Royale, but it's actually going out of print, so I'd recommend picking it up now because it's going to be probably a lot more expensive later on. It is Tokyo Pop, but Battle Royale is really, really good. It's the first, Hunter's game. What else copied it? There's a lot of different things that took in the whole, hey, put a lot of people on this island and have them fight to the death. And Battle Royale is, in my knowledge, was one of the first that did it, and did it very, very well. I really love the series. It's really gruesome, and I like gruesome. And up here we have all these series that, as you can tell, I try to put everything in ABC order, and my shelves are full to the brink now. So these series don't fit on my shelf until I get a new one. We have Samurai 7. There's been so many renditions of the story. There's been the, Seven Samurai, the movie, and then the anime Samurai 7. I've heard this is the best one out of all of them. So far, the first volume, I like it. Well, alright, there you go. So far, I liked it more than the anime. I liked the main character more in this version than in the anime. He was kind of a bitch in the anime, but I still liked the anime a little bit. But this is certainly a lot better. There's only one more volume. It should be coming in the mail pretty soon. Hopefully it wraps up the story quite nicely. And then we have Yowamushi Pedal, the first omnibus. Again, if you watch my top 5 video, this was number 4, I believe. And very, very fun, very lovable. Main character is amazing, and there's so much drama, and it's like a thriller for cycling. And then over here we have number 2 on the list. Wow, I have like all of them on the shelf. Planet Tests. Beautiful, amazing, phenomenal, great story, great action, great just psychological, and it's just amazing, guys. I recommend checking it out. It looks amazing too. The only thing is it's kind of pricey. So yeah, I highly recommend checking that out. So that was the first little part right here. Let's go ahead and move on to the next part. So I just noticed how long the first shelf was, so we need to go a lot quicker if I want to get this under like 15 minutes. So yeah, we have Berserk. Berserk is amazing, Berserk is expensive, and Berserk is amazing, and goes on hiatus so often, but I have 1 to 5, and then 13, 14, 15, 17, 19, 20, and 21. I would pick up more. I really like Berserk. I probably would place it on my top 10 list. It's really, really good. I really recommend checking it out if you like seinen, if you like badass protagonists, and if you like gore. Berserk is there. We have Black Cat 1 to 20, complete run. I picked it up on eBay for relatively cheap, and it usually goes relatively cheap on eBay if you want to check this out. I believe the anime doesn't go too far. It doesn't. Obviously, it wouldn't complete the story in like 24 episodes that it was given, but I've only read the first couple volumes, and so far it's been pretty good. It's a shonen, so it does a lot of shonen tropes, but so far I'm enjoying it. Black Lagoon Volume 1. So many people on YouTube recommend this to me, or recommend this in general, not specifically to me, but I bought it and just haven't read it yet. So yeah, there's that. We have Blood Blockade Battlefront, a 1 to 4. I heard this series is really, really awesome. There's only going to be like, I think 9 or 10 volumes, but I haven't read it. Again, I picked it up for relatively cheap. Again, a reason why I haven't read it is because the only reason I bought it is it's from the makers of Trigun. So I love Trigun, so I was like, alright, I'm going to buy it. It's on eBay. I'll read it eventually. Then we have Blue Exorcist 1 and 2. Honestly, the first 2 volumes are like the best of Blue Exorcist, and later on it goes really downhill, and it kind of picks up, but not to the degree of what the first 2 volumes kind of made it seem like it was going to be. So let's go ahead and move on to the next part of the next shelf. Alright guys, so over here we have the rest of Blue Exorcist. I'm missing 13 and 14. 14 is going to be released in January, and 13 is hopefully coming soon. But again, I feel like the quality really does dip around here. Volume 4, I really like her as a character. I forgot her name, but she's really lovable. But it dips around here, and then there's a Impure King arc, which honestly I found like underwhelming. And then I'm on volume 10, so hopefully it gets better. Maybe. I heard it gets a lot better later on, but hey, I haven't read it yet. But again, what I feel like Blue Exorcist lacks is battles and action in general. They do have a lot of action, but it's not intense, where it's more like, hey, a big boss guy appears, let's all throw our powers at it, and boom, maybe it dies in a couple of panels. There's only been like one cool fight scene, and that was between, what's his name? I believe his name's like Yuki. He's the other brother, this guy. Right here. Boom. Him and one of the main antagonists. And it wasn't really a fight. It was more of a conversation, but it had some battles in it, some fights, some punches, and some shots. But that was probably the most hype of Blue Exorcist. So yeah, it's okay, guys. It's nothing phenomenal. I got it for really cheap on Rights of Sale. Then we have Bloodlad 1, 2, and 4. I'm missing my volume 3. My friend is borrowing it. But Bloodlad is really funny, really satire, and really good. Buso Rankin 1 to 10, the complete run from the creator of Rurouni Kenshin. It was fun. I really like alchemy, so that's why I picked it up. You can find this again relatively cheap on an eBay lot if you're into alchemy and you're into shonen. It's pretty good. Then we have D. Greyman 1 to 17. I think I'm on like volume 11 or 12. If we're gonna rank them between Blue Exorcist and D. Greyman, it is like a whole nother spectrum where I would compare D. Greyman to like Bleach, where I really like Bleach, where it has those one-on-one fights where it's like X versus X and they fight it out, and D. Greyman does that a lot, whereas Blue Exorcist follows more of a plot. But I'd give it to D. Greyman. I have to make a video about that because they're both about exorcism, you know? But this is more kind of seinen-y, and then Blue Exorcist is more, you know, it's a shonen. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, guys. Okay, guys, so down here we have 18 to 20 of D. Greyman. I'm missing the next 4 volumes and then whatever else are releasing because D. Greyman is back in publication, and it's a monthly series. So yeah, get on that, guys. We have Death Note, the complete box set. Death Note's a great series. Now no longer on my top 10 list. Maybe it would be on my top 20 list, but very, very good series. And if you want to get into collecting manga, which I don't recommend collecting manga, I recommend just getting manga that you really like. I don't know. Collecting it just to have it, say like you didn't even like Blue Sorankin, but you saw it for very cheap, so you decided to buy it like I used to do, I think is now just idiotic. It just try to keep up with series that you really like and you really want to support, and that's probably the best case scenario. But I really recommend Death Note. It's amazing, so it's good to have in your collection. I always see videos on YouTube with Death Note, and this box it goes for like $60, so why not? We have Guillen Angel, another series that I know nothing about, but I picked it up for like $20, so I was like, hey, why not? Again, not very good. I'm not showing you good examples here, people, but hey, don't follow in my footsteps. We have 1 to 13. Haven't read it yet. Again, have no interest in it, but eventually one of these rainy days, I'll sit down and read it. A series that I know nothing about, but I know it's from the maker of Helsing, that turned out to be amazing, is Drifters 1 to 3. This could easily be on my top 10 list if there was more content. Right now, we just have the first 3 volumes, and I think there's volume 4 in Japan. We need to get that translated over here. I don't know when Dark Horse is going to print it, but I hope they do. Amazing. I'd recommend reading that online. Just though the premise is freaking awesome. So yeah, check it out. Doubt 1 and 2. It was pretty good. Really good mystery. It's like the Saw of manga, but the ending kind of killed it. So yeah. We have 1 to 5 of Food Wars. Food Wars is amazing. I do weekly reviews of Food Wars. Hopefully I'm still doing that as this video goes up. Amazing. Food Wars is awesome. One of my favorite shonens. Again, probably not on my top 10 list, but it's a very good shonen. So let's get on to the final part of this bookshelf. There we go. Sorry if the angle's a little bit bad, guys, but my tripod doesn't really go this low. We have the rest of Food Wars right here up to volume 9. That is the latest volume, I believe. Very good again. Fragment of Horror by Juji Ito. The bee's knees when it comes to horror manga. I really need to pick up more, and it's very good. If you just want like a volume to kind of show you what she does, pick this up because it's just a lot of really short stories that are terrifying. But yeah, there we go. We have Full Metal Alchemist 1 to 12. This is one of the series that I really need to complete. I love Full Metal Alchemist, and I just need to get the rest. Gangsta Volume 1. I really like the first volume, but I just need to pick up more. It's very, very good, guys. I recommend checking it out. We have Get Backers. Again, another series that I really don't know anything about. 1 to 12 and 17 to 20. I've actually read the first couple volumes, and it was really interesting. It actually reminds me a lot of Gangsta. Then we have Great Teacher Onizuka, 1 to 3. Have heard nothing but great things about this series. Haven't read it yet, so yeah, there's that. Then we have Helsing, 1 to 4. Very, very good series. I need to get more. It's out of print, guys, so if you can pick it up anywhere cheap, I'd recommend getting it. And Hikaru no Go 1 to 3. Very, very underrated series. Very good series. If you like Go, if you just like good story and good characters and tabletop games, check it out. So yeah,
So there we go. Sorry about that, guys. This is an overview of the first shelf. I hope you guys are liking these more in-depth videos of my collection. It's gonna be like a year special since this is my yearly, time on YouTube. So I decided to go big, make a really cool video, and I am most likely just gonna do a really short video that just does my whole collection if you just want to see what I have. But yeah, that was an overview of everything right there. Hope you guys liked the first part. I will be releasing these hopefully every couple of days, but I don't know when, so you can see my full collection. This should be around 200 volumes right here, just in the first bookshelf. So yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Hope the video helped you have a good day, and hope you guys have a better tomorrow. Toaster Cat here, and those are Terraform Mars figures that are dope. Later, guys.